want to talk about Zodiac signs because in my algorithm, a song from that album 2088 with Big Sean, I think his name is. Hold on, let me look at it. And I think the girl name is Janae. I don't know. I ain't sure though. But I do listen to them. Not that often, but I do listen to them. But so it was a song that came into the algorithm. So I went back and I was listening to the album and everything. And I remember back in the day, like I really liked this album. But now when I listen to it, like it didn't age well for me. I feel like within the songs and everything, like you could just tell that this dude is like gonna break her heart. Come on, I'm letting you in, bruh. Ah, psh, gonna make me regret it. Um, and I believe Sean is a Aries, and I believe the Jaheen girl is a Pisces. So I'm gonna talk about like what I think about each zodiac sign and like my experience with them. I'm gonna start out with the fire signs since we already in that realm. And both my parents are fire signs. My mom is a Leo, my dad is an Aries. So I have a lot of experience with them. So with Aries are so damn blunt. And they could be very vicious like with their words. It's like they just don't be giving a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. They are some cheaters. Like every man and women. The man and the women cheat. And I remember watching like it was either Love and Basketball or something like that. And it was this one girl on there. And she was an Aries. And she kept cheating on her dude. And I knew this girl, the girl from my last post. I said she was a Taurus, but actually she's a Taurus moon, but she have an Aries sun. Um, she was a cheater. So Aries, they cheat, and they would cheat with the quickness. And I don't like I think of like what motivate the Aries to cheat and everything. And it really don't take much. I feel like Aries enjoy sex, but I think that they might get bored with having sex with the same person all the time. Like the Aries woman that I knew, and the reason she was cheating is because she needed somebody more dominant. Um, she went and cheated on her Aquarius with a Leo. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because sometimes I feel like fire signs can only handle each other. Like, they just need to date each other. Because for everybody else, like, y'all something else. Y'all something else, okay? So, what else about Aries? Oh, about them fighting and stuff like that. Oh, damn, I hate parking next to the police. I'm gonna put on my motherfucking seatbelt, bitch. I probably was looking suspicious because I ain't pull up all the way to the line. Anyways, yeah, my mom, she always recalling stories. My dad getting into a fight or beating somebody ass or whatever. Like that's what she was attracted to. I think that's what really intrigued her with my dad and everything. Because my mom has a real Leo personality. And she told me like when they first met and everything. And she said it was at this party and he asked this girl to dance, but the girl like either had a dude or something like that or whatever like that. And my mom was like, she interjected and she said, I dance with you. So they danced, they got together, they got married and everything like that. But yeah, I be driving fast, but you know, you can't drive faster than the police. You know, they be paying attention. um, but with my mom be recalling stories and stuff like that, like I would have had dealt with my daddy, like dead ass. Like I wouldn't have dealt with him. I probably would have broke up with him a long time ago. But he was always kind. And my mom always highlight the fact that he wasn't a woman beater. Because she knew so many women that got into relationships, especially with men out of the military, which my dad was in the military at the time, that she was thankful that he wasn't abusive and that he took care of things. But see, my mom grew up in like extreme conditions. Like she wouldn't tell you like that. It's like she kind of prideful. Like if you was to go and be like, dang, you went through a lot of trauma. She don't really, you know, like that. She might even deny it. She like, nah, my childhood was straight. Like da 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 da. But when you listen to the stories, like my mom dealt with such extreme hunger that, you know, she told me this story multiple times. That's how I know that it was very significant for her that she and her siblings was like rocking back and forth on the couch because they were so hungry. And my mom said that she started chewing tobacco when she was like 4 years old because of the hunger, to have something to chew on. And when she was going through school, they didn't give free lunch and whatnot. So my mom became like um, very motivated to work at a young age. Like she offered to work in the kitchen so that she could get food and get some money. So but not just that, she also dealt with like extreme violence where my grandmother, she was once married and she had 10 kids. I think she probably had like one or two kids before him and everything, and then you know she had the rest with him. And she had two sets of twins, and my mom, she's a twin. And my mom, she said from her memory, like she said that my granddad treated my grandmother like a goddess. Like he was in love with her and everything like that, but he did cheat. And there was one particular cheating that he did that she just couldn't get back with him. So they ended a relationship. Um I know that he did some time in prison and everything, but I'm not sure when and whatnot. But my grandfather, he was a Mason. And when he got remarried, he got married to an Eastern Star. And he became a businessman and he made pretty good money. So there was one time I was talking to my mom and I was like, if your dad made money, like why he didn't make sure that y'all was fed? Like why he didn't make sure that y'all ate or whatever like that? And she was kind of offended by the question and whatnot because she felt very protective over him. But that's when she mentioned something about prison and something like that. Like, I don't know. I guess there was some reason. But she did interact with her father, but I felt like it was when she was older because the story goes with my parents is that my grandfather came to my dad and was like, you need to marry my daughter. Like, y'all together every day and shit like that. Like, you need to go ahead and marry her. So they went and got married. And if you look at their wedding picture, like my dad looked so like nervous. Like his lips was balled up and everything. And my mom, she wasn't pregnant or nothing like that, but my mom had a strong desire to get out of Lawton, Oklahoma. Like she had a strong desire, like since she was young. And it's because, oh, I didn't even get into like the abuse and everything. After the divorce, after the breakup and everything, my grandmother, she became alcoholic, and she used to attract very violent men, um like very violent men. Like my grandmother, she did time in jail, like 2 years or something, in self-defense because she killed a man that it was an ex and he was trying to harm her and everything, and she killed him. And after my grandfather, the boyfriends that she had was just like violent. Like my mom was telling this time about how he broke her mother arm and she had a cast. The cast that go over your arm and over your torso and everything. There was also sexual abuse that happened to the man as well. Um, when they fought so violently. Like on that side of my family, they got some real fighting skills and everything like that. Like, but it was just so violent. It was so violent that it manifests into the other set of twins, my uncles, which recently, um, okay, let me tell the story first. I actually really got to pee though. I really have to pee. Alright, so those set of twins is two males. And one of my uncles, no, actually, I had got clarity on that story. Okay, no. It wasn't the twin that killed the other twin, but my uncle killed his brother. I'm not too sure like what went on. There was like some type of fight or something like that. And on that side of the family, it's just so much trauma that it was just so much anger. And he set him on fire. He was extremely remorseful. So much so because he was just so like distraught, like when he went to court and everything, that they only gave him 10 years, which was surprising to people because they say that in Oklahoma, like they are known to give you very long sentences, especially for something like that. But so he recently got out of prison, but soon after he developed cancer, which makes sense. And he died not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago. And I did wanted to go see him and everything, and I was gonna take my mom and whatnot. Um, but I feel like it's really difficult for her to return there. Like she don't know how to fully process it. But I wanted to go there because I wanted his story before he passed away, because I knew he was going to pass away soon, especially after my mom had this dream. And I was like, Ma, you have to accept it if he passed away. But, really that's what he want, because he was in so much pain and whatever. And he was homeless. He ain't had no place to stay. He was staying in a hospice and stuff. Like, life was bleak. And I was like, he wouldn't have to suffer no more. So, but I don't know if I'm gonna share this bit of the recording and everything, because I have a recording, I think, of that conversation that we was having. And I asked my mom, because she mentioned something about, matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about that. So, but we wasn't able to make it though before he passed away and whatnot. But I wanted his story. I wanted to know his perception of things. My mom said that she did talk to him and he was very apologetic if he ever hurt her and everything. Because, something that is going on my mother's side of the family is that she's questioning things. Like, she's questioning things. She remembering certain traumas, and she talking to her siblings, and they are having disagreements and stuff like that because they have a different perception of the same situation. But really, my mom, she got blessed though. I could say that she was blessed in her life because, you know, she's in a peaceful place now. Like, she could say that she's happy. And she love her man, bruh. Like, my mama, she love my daddy. Like, she love him. She his ride or die. Like, and it's real deep. And my dad is a very lovable person. Like, my dad is a unique person. It's just that they grew up together and he broke her heart a whole lot. And but we've been talking about certain stories and stuff like that. And sometimes when my mom was saying certain things, especially with her drug habit, she broke his heart too in a lot of ways. Like there was times that I understood how my dad felt and why he did some of the things that he did, but he was always very respectful towards my mom. So and now they together, going on strong and everything. Um what else? All right, let's go ahead and talk about Leos. Leos. I like Leos and everything. Um yeah, but they be irking my motherfucking nerves. Like they be irking my nerves. Like it's almost like they like a baby or something like that. Like take care of me, pamper me, give me attention. I want to they like a toddler or something. Um they be misjudging a lot of shit, but they don't see it like that. But they really do. They make very quick judgments on things or whatever. Like it's not like I feel like Leos are not necessarily judgmental, whatever the fuck that means. But they assess a situation, they put it in a category, and then they like move on. And whatever that category mean to them, they will be like, okay, you are that type of person. I'm just ain't gonna give you no attention. I'm gonna throw you to the side or whatever. But they would be completely wrong. It's like if you don't initially wow the Leo and everything like that, no, you have to keep wowing the Leo. Like you have to keep wowing their ass, and that become annoying. Like Leos will put you in an energy to compete, and it's like ain't nobody is trying to like. I hate competing. Like you put me in a competition, I'm gonna be fucking confused because I'm gonna be like, compete for what? And it's like compete for them, and it's like, ugh. And be like, ugh, like what the fuck? You? And it's not like it's something wrong with them or whatever like that, but it's like because they like don't want to give you nothing unless you give them something first. So it's like they don't even have like a real conversation with you. They don't even like to try. They just like you should just look at me and want to have me and be obsessed with me and yeah. And then I let you in. I let you in once you show me that. That's another thing. Leos be really trying to make you obsessed. Like I guess that's when a Leo really like you. But instead of telling you like they like you, they instead play games to make you obsessed with them. And it's childish, you know. It just be childish as fuck and everything. Like even with dealing with my mom and everything, a lot of times I felt like I had to be like the adult. Like, I had to bring it to a resolution. I had to be the bigger person and everything. Because when they get into their ego, like, they go on and on and on. So, yeah, Leos need to be with a fire sign. All right, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna put Sagittarius in the category with the Virgos because they just they not trustworthy enough for me. Like every time I meet a Sagittarius, I usually like them. Like I usually fuck with them. Like they personality cool and everything, but that shit turned dark real quick. Because what I noticed with Sagittarius women, that they have a real issue with jealousy. And I never hear that associated with like Sagittarius. But they really do have an issue with jealousy. And they also, it's almost like they don't respect you unless you beat their ass or cuss them out or some shit like that. Like if you let them step all over you, which they would try, so that would make like a Sagittarius like a bully. Like they could get into like this bully like energy real quick. So it's like ain't nobody got time for that shit because it's like when they feel threatened, they start to test your boundaries. And I hate that shit. I really do. I hate it. So it gets to a point like you either have to either stop fucking with the Sagittarius or you have to check their ass. And don't let it be an intellectual Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Jesus. They gonna they gonna try to intellectually destroy you. Like that's what they gonna try to do. Don't even get in the ring with them. Don't even get like Sagittarius, they real good with words and shit like that. And eventually it ain't gonna even be about whatever the situation is. It's gonna be about them just destroying you. So really it'd be best walk the fuck away from them. Like say what you have to say and then go on about your business. That's the best way to deal with them. And they would like to play mind games with you, especially if they perceive you playing mind games, which Sagittarius, if you don't respond, because they could be manipulative. And if you don't respond, like in the manner that they think that you should have, like when they test you or something like that, because they will test your boundaries, then they gonna think that you playing mind games, and then the situation just gonna get worse because now it's like they gonna get real suspicious around you, real fucking suspicious. And see, like with the other fire signs, they make judgments so quickly. So I feel like when a Sagittarius feel jealous, they don't acknowledge that they are jealous. They feel like it must be something wrong with you. That's how they feel. And they don't even take the time to process it. The only way they're gonna process it if you walk the fuck away. Like you have to. You have to walk away because Sagittarius can get real crazy on their pursuit to destroy you. So if you keep fueling them, throwing gasoline on their fire and shit like that, like they will try to burn your shit up. And if they
Suspicious of you.
then it's like it's like your conversations ain't gonna be real no more. It's almost like they put on this mask and they get into this energy of like constantly trying to test you or trip you up or something like that. And it makes it hard for you to trust them. Also, they don't make really good friends because Sagittarius is a type of friend that will leave you somewhere. Like, if they feel like you, like, let's say you go to the party, you get drunk with them or something like that, and you like real drunk, like a Sagittarius will leave your ass because they want to go somewhere. Like, they want to go somewhere else. And, so nah. I mean, non as in, I don't know. Like, when I meet Sagittarius, I get to enjoy them. That initial conversation and everything is usually really good. But when the expiration come, I just let it go. I do not try to hold on to it whatsoever. Whatsoever. So yeah. Um Let me do, since the Sagittarius reminded me of the Virgos. You know what, yeah, let's go to the earth signs. And then I'll do like a part two. So the earth signs, Virgos, traumatizing, just traumatizing. I feel like Virgos can't help but be critical. They can't help but to analyze. They can't help but to try to make sense of things. And I feel like a person like me, I feel like I'm like a oxymoron or whatever. Like, I feel like it's so easy for a Virgo to misunderstand me. Like, I guess my energy is like too chaotic for them. And they can't really understand it. So they become very judgmental of it. And I feel like it's a lot of things like they just don't get or whatever. Like, I feel like I say things that they find to be off the wall a lot. And it's kind of make them side eye me until they have like certain experiences and whatnot. But I have experiences with Virgos where they get very vicious with me, like very vicious. And they would be misunderstanding me on such a deep level that it'd be scary as fuck to me. Cause it's like, damn, how did you get that? And I realized it's because they would pinpoint and cling on to certain things. And it's like they don't zoom out and see like the whole picture. They just focus on that one thing. And if you do that shit with me, you gonna misunderstand me. So, um, Virgos. I don't know. That's all I got to say about Virgos. Um, Capricorns. I like Capricorns. Um, Initially, similar to like the Virgos and everything. Like, when I first meet a Capricorn, because I have a stellium Capricorn. I got like 5 or 6 planets in Capricorn. And so when I initially meet Capricorn suns, Like we usually hit it off. Like we kind of get each other and everything. But I don't know. I just feel like Capricorns, they always like trying to play you or something. Like, or dominate you or something like that. And I feel like they misperceive me as well. Maybe for different reasons, but I feel like they usually really fuck with me. I feel like I kind of like attract Capricorns, but I never been in a relationship with a Capricorn. Um, I'm thinking back on because I was thinking about this one Capricorn girl. Like she was my neighbor. She was hella cute, and she had this son that he was just so special. Like he had like a special soul and everything. He probably like in school now. But one day I was going to my car and somebody left a note on my window shield and it said I love you, and then the letter down. I don't forgot. Oh no, I remember your name. I remember your name and your son name. And then like just a letter, and I was like, who is this? And I was thinking about it for some time. I like maybe it was her, so I text her. I was like, "Did you leave a note on my window sill?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks. I like love you too." But I think she was trying to tell me that she was like in love with me and everything, and I kind of knew that at the time, but I wasn't gonna like take it and whatnot. But I feel like I have quite a bit of situations like that with Capricorns. Like, yeah. All right, so Tauruses. It says, dude at my job, he's a Taurus, older dude, like maybe like in his 70s or something like that. He's married and he's Cuban, and he really took a liking to me, but I felt like it was a slow progression. You get what I'm saying? Like I would just be talking to him and everything. And I don't have like a lot of experiences with Tauruses. Like Tauruses is rare to me in my reality. So there was another Taurus I ran into at a smoke shop that I used to go to. And he used to hook me up with extra stuff and everything for free and whatnot. And I felt like he took a liking to me because he overheard a conversation that I was having. And I think that he liked the conversation. So ever since then, like when I go there, we talk and for a little while and he hooked me up. He be like, I always give you extra because I fuck with you and whatnot. So, but Taurus says they don't be playing no games. They don't be playing no games. Like they seem to be like very prideful and everything. Because I felt like the Taurus at work, I felt like he felt as if I was treating him like an old man or something like that. Because when he came in or whatever, there was just one seat. So I offered him the seat. And he was like, I'm fine. Like I could stand. It's like don't be treating me like an old man. You don't have to offer your seat to me and everything. So, but me and him had so many different conversations. He like my work dad or something like that. Like I just asked him questions about certain things. I asked his perspective, and I think that he really liked that. And I know that it's a progression because it took him some time to open up to me about certain things and everything. And like now he even like showed me pictures of his family and stuff like that, and of his dogs and everything. And now I got him paying attention to the sky and everything because he like took a picture of the moon and showed me and everything. So, but Tauruses, other Tauruses. Oh, oh no, she was a Taurus moon. Okay, Taurus suns. Now Taurus women. I can't even remember a Taurus woman for real. I rarely come across Tauruses, but they seem to be pretty stable people. Like when I come across Taurus men, a lot of them are married and they grounded in their relationship. Like even the dude that at the smoke shop, like we would talk about his wife sometimes, and they seem to be faithful people as well. They seem to really like love their wives and try to like create memories with them and everything, because the Taurus dude that I work with, like he travel with his wife often and everything. And he seemed to be very grounded in himself, because I feel like his wife make like more money than him and everything, but it doesn't like shake his confidence and whatnot. And also the way he talk about his wife, he said that she's very smart and everything like that. Like he talks very well of her, and I think his wife is like a water sign. She might be like a Cancer. Now the other guy, I don't know his wife Zodiac sign, but when we would have conversations, like he would be like, "Oh yeah, my wife, um, I don't know." He would just mention her. Like he would mention her, like what she think, how she feel about certain things. So trying to see in a Tauruses in my family. I don't think so. Alright, so that's all I got to say about that. Stay blessed.